I see you found whatever this is. It's not the fable of the NETCH, as I recall it.
Nevertheless, an entertaining
I am
read.
occasionally fond of the NETCH's levity. However, if you are short on patience for playful antics, you may find this a difficult trial. Worth it, I think, on your path to master scribing. A prank, no doubt. The NETCH is known for pranks and tricks. It enjoys wandering invisibly, causing mischief and spreading what it considers to be joy. The NETCH almost certainly traded out the Scalarium's fable for one of its authorship. I think it likely the NETCH will reveal some sign to you. It delights in showing off its cleverness. Nalia and I discovered an echo in the West Wing that should relate to the NETCH. I'm sure whatever you learn there will be most instructive. I hope nothing else has been tampered with. There's already so much wrong in the Scalarium. So much that didn't stand the test of time. A vain, jovial, and generous being. It approaches life's solemn moments as an opportunity for new ways to demonstrate its wit and whimsy. The NETCH and Ulfsild got along famously well, but I find it to be a little much. It enjoys being the center of attention, its tendrils ever-reaching for evermore. Ruffles my feathers a bit. Its actions will seem enigmatic, even esoteric, but it really does mean well, I think.
What in Ifre's name? Is that a squirrel? Hey there! I thought you could use some help tracking down the fable. It seems like this NETCH has a very distinct sense of humor. I'm willing to play along for now if you are. The NETCH is a trickster, but it's also proud of its wit. Getting the upper hand with someone like that is simple. Flatter them. Reminds me of a Covenant knight I once met who tried all night to get my attention. But that's a story for another day. I think we do just as they did in the fable. Here, allow me. Oh, great and glorious NETCH! Your cleverness exceeds us! We beseech your aid in finding your true fable. Guide us to your netchy bosom. Make our lofty dreams come true! I think it worked. Quick, follow them!
Good heavens, I say! Aha! You found it! The true fable! Not as good as my version, of course.
Any luck finding the real fable? Let me look. Here, this part about the river settlement. I bet anything that's Bulmera. Lovely place. There's a big river running through the middle of town. Sounds like it was even bigger back when the fable was written.
Something keeps tugging on my robes, like a child playing a game. But no one's there. It's the NETCH, isn't it? This blob of yours is testing my patience. Let me see. This bit at the end that mentions Azura's coast, I bet it's referring to Sadrith Mora and Tel Galen. Just plot a course between those two towers, and I bet you'll find the door. That's what you're looking for, right?
Well, more tricks? Or did you find the real fable of the Netch? The real fable? Of course. I remember it well. Let's see. There was mention of the Zainab, yes? The ruins you seek are called Nechuleft. Be sure not to fall like the Ashlander in the story. The Netch may not see fit to catch you.
There are so many awe-inspiring creatures whose shape this luminary might have taken. Indrik, dragon, griffin, and yet it's a Netch. It's rather silly, but perhaps that's the entire point. Let's see... right at the top here. The Daedric Ruins. I don't know the name, but they're on an island southeast of Voss. If only the place was still full of chickens like the fable says.
Can't believe they want us to go outside the house to find Vea.
Please, someone, we need help.
Welcome to my little grotto. Drink it in. You found the NETCH. I hope I live up to expectations. Behold, my beauty, my splendor. A gift to you, not Ulfsild. You have worked hard to find me. I know why, of course. I always know why. Confirm for me, please. Ulfsild is gone, yes? She said that might happen. I hoped she was mistaken. She often was. Well, no Ulfsild, no problem, not Ulfsild. You have a naturally buoyant spirit, I can tell. This will be an effervescent experience. Let us begin. Let's open the door to my domain and let some of my beauty, my majesty, into the Scalarium. Place the fable on the dais. Yes, the original fable. Not the new and enhanced version I wrote. That one won't work, unfortunately. You have such a remarkable way of setting books down. Very deliberate. I'm supposed to test you. But tests are weighty, not good for floating. I prefer games. Easier to win and just as easy to prove how clever you are. Oh, listen to me, droning on like the dragon. Anyway, I have some games for us to play. The kind of games that make people feel lighter. Games that show how buoyant life can be. There are many who need the help of my benevolent and loving tendrils. Oh, anything to take the weight off the shoulders. Health, or happiness, or even money. Ulfsild tried to explain money to me. It sounded depressing, but apparently people quite like it. I have a list of helpful games for you to play. You must traverse the land in search of 7 orbs. Only with orbs in hand, when the warrior is high in the night sky, can you wish? I kid, they're right here. Only complete those that make you feel the most buoyant. I'll handle the rest. Let us see what you make of my little games. The best games are ones that others don't know they're playing. Makes for much more bubbly responses when they discover the joyful tricks we played on them.
Thanks for all you're doing to help restore the Scalarium. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. I'd do that Westweald one personally. I know plenty of people who left Valenwood with King Nentharion that I'd like to keep safe.
I know that look. You've been tasked with busy work, haven't you? Well, it seems we're in the same boat. At least I'm fortunate to have it confined to the library, not wherever some mystical being decides to send me on a whim. Watch your back in Vasya Didenot if you head that way. The place is full of ruffians and cutthroats. Stealing a bunch of supplies from merchants is tame for them. I'm surprised they didn't gut them for fun.
Everyone keeps talking about these odd things happening to them. They're saying it's this NETCH luminary. Funny enough, though, nothing's happened to me. Wait, Does that mean the Netch doesn't like me? Oh, the Imperial City. I'm sure I don't need to tell you how dangerous it is there right now. Daedra aren't the only roaming enemy that'll run you through first chance they get. Blessings to you if you choose that one, but stay safe.
The Netch acts in good faith. Some have found its attitude irksome, but I believe its intentions are pure. I hope more come to walk these halls with the passion of the Netch. If you decide to head into either the Forgotten Wastes or that other place that I will not attempt to pronounce, be on your guard. The creatures that roam there are more powerful than most. You may do well to bring a companion with you.
It seems like the Netch has stopped its pranks. Thank Magnus. And thank you. I suppose even children get tired of the same gag over and over. If you're going to be fishing in Vardenfell, make sure you have bait. If you don't have the right bait for the right water, you won't catch a thing. I used to live near a lake. Fished almost every day. I miss the quiet.
Not sick of me, eh? Once had a new angler ask me the best time to fish. Easy answer, I said. It's right now. That jingle of coins, always a comfort.
are most impressive, not Ulfsealed. I will ensure the mortals I have in mind are aided by your buoyant deeds. In the meantime, let us talk about your proper trial, and another mortal altogether. I try to stay buoyant, I do. If we are to brush the ground, it should be for good reason. A father breathes his last in Vardenfell at a clinic in the town of Suron. He has regrets to resolve before his soul becomes untethered and drifts away. Your cleverness almost reaches that of Ulfsealed, not Ulfsealed. His soul has splintered into 3 parts. While my tendrils can hold him here for a time, a dark spirit seeks to claim him. That is why we must move quickly, with the help of your knight. With her portals, you and the knight can flow with the wind. We'll need that to help this man. Ask her to come speak to me. I will make her float with knowledge, and you can prepare for your journey. Soar suspended by your good intentions, not Ulfsealed. The clinic is in the town of Suron on the Isle of Vardenfell. The night will be an effervescent addition to your trial. I just know it!
Knight, you have an aptitude for magic. Perhaps you just have not found the right teacher.
The crow has warmed up to me, which is great. But now she wants to start tutoring me. It's like I'm back at my mother's home again. How goes your trial with the NETCH? Me? Of course! From chasing illusionary squirrels to luminary trials? It's been quite a day. Do you know why it wants me to tag along? I suppose when a magical being asks you to help out, you help out. This will be an interesting story to tell my parents when I head home for New Life Fest. See you when I catch up, adventurer.
Father, I got here as soon as I could. Please, can you hear me?
I'm sorry, my love. He's very weak.
Are you a healer with the clinic? Please, we came as soon as we heard. I need my father to know I made the journey. The way I last spoke to him, it can't be the last time. It can't. I never wanted him to pass from this world alone. I grew up thinking nothing could kill my father. He was a soldier and later a mercenary. Tough as they come. So when he wrote to me about this illness, I knew it was serious. We haven't spoken in years. He expected me to follow in his footsteps. I tried, but it's one thing to hold a sword and another thing to use it. I have the heart of a historian. I'm not made for battle. The last words between us were so bitter. I wanted to make amends. I don't know. The clinic says he's beyond their help. If I could just speak to him one more time, put our bitterness behind us and ease his passing. But it's too late. My father is in his final moments and has no idea I'm even here.
Alec, Melvina, hello. It must be a surprise to see me.
Nalia? What are you doing here?
I'll fill you in shortly. We're here to help. Friend, can I have a word? I had no idea Alec's father was even sick. We're old friends, so I'm eager to help however we can. Did the NETCH explain how I'm going to help you? Back to where we began with portals? That sounds like the NETCH. Apparently you're not the only one being tested here. Alec's father, Yehones, is still alive, but his soul is splintered and drifting across the face of Nirn. Yes. Any other time, I'd be annoyed. Portals are all the guild thinks I'm good for. But this is important. I'll remain here, divine where you're headed next, and open pathways as you go. It gave me some kind of mystical ink that will help us out. That's what the NETCH said. Something about the ink snarling my tendrils with the wayward soul fragments. This is why I didn't stay with spellwork. If you're ready, wish me luck, and let's get started.
Nalia, please. Is there anything you and your friend can do?
I just want him to know I'm here.
One moment, Alec. This ink is... it's working. You're headed to Dragon Bridge. Walk with Magnus.
First mission. My first brush with death. The Reach folk had us on the run. I was so far from home and certain I'd die alone. I fought with everything I had. My wife was at home by herself. She told me she had news for me. I needed to know what it was. Dragon Bridge. My blood warmed the icy water. I should have died that day. Yeah, maybe I did. Mariel, Blackberry Mead, Order Watch, Alec, my life's pride. Were all those warm memories just the dreams of a dying young soldier? Alec? Yes. This is where I learned of Alec. Near death. Perhaps nearer than I am now. I remember tendrils cradling me, lifting me to the water's edge. My wounds closing, pain easing. A voice that was joyous, clear. That I had to live for my son. I feared I'd never live to meet him. I was just glad I wouldn't die alone. But when I woke later, no one was there. And when next I saw my wife, she handed me our child, a boy. My Alec. Where is he?
Loftily done! Nalia, the next portal, if you please. To Border Watch Ruins you go!
How dare you interfere with our plans?
day I thought Alec would join me as a soldier in my new assignment. The day he would break my heart. He was still a little boy when I put that wooden sword in his hands. I'd convinced myself that he would aspire to be like me. That he was a fighter. It was here at Border Watch that I was given command so many years ago. I sent for my son, urging him to enlist. We would defend these walls together. And he arrived, only to hand in his blade. Alec had such a love of history. I thought he'd relish the chance to stand with the soldiers that made it. I wanted to fight side by side with my son. Wanted that life so badly. Handing me his blade felt like he'd run it through my heart. I told him he'd be a failure, that he'd come crawling back. What loving father does that? Divines. What possessed me to say such things?
Only one remaining not Ulsealed. Nalia, a portal to Blight Bog Sump, please.
My final mission. My wife, long gone. My son estranged and beyond my reach. I was alone. Soldier's worst nightmare. My final venture as a man of the sword. I resigned my station and took to mercenary work. I had tracked a bounty to these ruins filled with traps and monsters. I was lost, injured. I fell and my torch went out. I was alone. So alone. I saw a shape in the darkness, looming like a storm cloud. Tendrils swaddled me like a babe. I did not fight as they held me close, set me on my feet. And I heard that laughing voice from all those years before. It told me of Alec's life, his wife, his work as a respected historian. Alec was happy. And I was happy to hear it. I left these ruins, but I didn't have the courage to write my son until I fell ill. And then it was too late to make amends.
Well done, not Ulsealed. Nalia will see you back to Suron, when father and son reunite.
Father, it's Alec. I'm here. Just be still.
My boy, I've much to say after coming so far. Just let me catch my breath.
He can hear me. He knows I'm here. My father doesn't have to pass from this world alone. I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know how to thank you. What did you do? Growing up, he was all I had. Mother passed when I was young. We regretted what we said to each other, but the years got away from us. What do I do? How can I make up for all these years we've missed together? I'll try to tell him everything. My time as a historian, meeting my wife Melvina, everything. I'm just so relieved to hear his voice again. You and Nalia have given me a memory to last the rest of my life. Thank you, stranger.
Alec, my life's pride. I'm so sorry. Those things I said to you, I wish I could take it all back.
I know, Dad. I'm sorry I didn't give you the chance to make amends.
Shh, my boy. We're together now. That's all that matters.
We've done all we can here. Let's head back to the Scholarium and speak with you-know-who.
What a marvelous game we just played! And you did it without my lithe and stylish tendrils. Even I must admit, I could not have done it better. What a delicious trick! Returning his father just in time! Grief is heavy, not good for floating. Regret, that's even worse. Alec and his father were trapped beneath all that weight. And now, they are both just a little lighter. Now you're getting it! The best tricks are the ones nobody sees coming. A twist of fate, a bubble of hope, a glorious multi-limbed embrace. Seeing people happy is all for my own gratification. Selfish, I know, but I've been called worse. Absolutely! Consider my trial passed! I'll summon up my sigil, and you can take it back to the altar. It is time for you to scribe up your own clever tricks. Just remember to stay light, stay breezy, keep yourself as netchy as you can. Use my sigil. Use it to amplify the altar and seek to better the world through your scribing. Be sure to thank Nalia. And don't be a stranger, or I'll find an excuse to start wandering the Scholarium again.
There you are. I just got back myself. Thank you. It means a lot that we could help Alec find some closure. I'm not sure he would have ever forgiven himself if we hadn't been there today. I wonder if Ulfsild ever faced a personal trial like this when she met the Luminaries the first time. I guess we just have to do what we can when we can and hope for the best. Oh, Magnus, did the NETCH teach us a lesson? The NETCH acted like it was another trick, but I felt for some time like my magic has stagnated. It was really hard. But it was kind of a joy to really challenge myself. Still think I'll stick to swords and shields, though. I feel the same way. Just look at all the lives you made brighter. The altar is another wing stronger, and we reunited a man and his son for one final day together. The NETCH's antics were kind of moving. All because of you, my friend.
Ah, at last! We come to the final wing. You perch atop a mountain of accomplishments. An interloper no longer. You've unlocked the wings of the NETCH, the dragon, the griffin, and the Indrik. Now, only a final door remains. It is, and beyond lies your final trial to restore the Scalarium. Your proctor for this test shall be me. As you may have already guessed, I am the last luminary who might lend their power to the scribing altar. The Wing of the Crow. When we first met, I said that it was up to the luminaries if you would be Ulfsild's inheritor. Now, you face a test unlike any you have seen before. There is an echo of Ulfsild nearby. Listen to it, and then we fly.